has gone up by 20%, and that's likely to push up premiums for all drivers. Some in the industry describe the increase as staggering, especially compared to the number of crashes, which has actually fallen. Well, with us here in the studio is Quillian Hurley, who works for the personal injury lawyers Slater and Gordon. Thank you so much for coming in. You guys are seen as the bad guys, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We actually commissioned a survey because we are used to being painted as the bad guys and thought it was time to put some facts to the British public. We commissioned an Ipsos Mori survey of 900 people who had claimed. 65% of those claimed because they'd been contacted by their insurance company. Of those, approximately 50% would not have claimed had they not been encouraged to do so.
The whole notion of no claim, no fee, that has added to all of this, has it not?
I wouldn't agree with that. I think what is really at the root of this is insurers who make money out of injured people drive additional claims through the system, and those who are at fault then have to pay for them. And I think that's far more at fault here. If you look at 65% of people who wouldn't have claimed had they not been contacted by the insurance industry, I think it's an insurance industry issue rather than a legal issue.
Isn't it hand in glove? It is two parts of the same thing. I mean, it is unavoidable. When you look at the statistics in terms of the amount of claims, it has gone up by those sorts of proportions we were talking about in the introduction, some sort of 20%.
Yes, and I think from our point of view, affordable insurance is what we all need and want. And furthermore, I think encouraging any practice which puts affordable insurance out of reach is a problem for us, because insurance is mandatory, and therefore, if you like, it's an extension of the state, and it's there to provide proper cover and to give people the right representation. What I'm saying to you categorically is that within the insurance industry, they don't regulate the handling of claims properly. They encourage people to make claims who otherwise would not claim, and if we remove that practice, we would see an immediate reduction in premiums.
But presumably some of those claims come through yourselves, so why can't you yourselves just discard those claims that you think, well, this is rather flimsy, we shouldn't pursue it?
Absolutely. We only represent people who have been injured and who have suffered financial loss.
But everyone will say that they've been injured.
Generally people suffer financial loss and they require treatment. So if you look at the number of people, for example, who claim, we would find that very, very few of them would have recovered within 3 months of sustaining an injury. So most of the people that we deal with, they will have received 4 medical treatments and have taken more than 3 months to recover. So you're absolutely right. Responsible people within the industry filter claims properly, and they represent those who suffered financial loss, who need rehabilitation and who need representation.
But you must know, just like I know, so many people know, that after accidents sometimes people are encouraged perhaps to go to hospital, wear a neck brace, go through doctor's appointments, and then at the end of that process, there'll be some sort of payment. Now, it may not reflect the reality of that injury, even though they've had those doctor's appointments that you have just run through. I mean, it is a massive problem.
Well, I think massive is where I would disagree with you. I agree it is a problem. The Association of British Insurance Industry have quantified that problem and have said it is approximately 5% of claims. That is in a report.
It's impacting on everyone's premiums, though, isn't it?
Well, that 5% is the 5% we've got to take out of the system. And my point is that if you stop asking people and ringing them 3 or 4 times when they report an accident whether they want to pursue a claim, you will probably reduce that number. We all want affordable premiums, but we all deserve the right to representation if we're injured, and injured people need representation.
OK, well, I know that change is coming when you listen to the politicians, so we'll see what that change actually is. Quillian Hurley, thanks very much for coming in to talk to us.